What's up, guys? It's Jax coming back with another video to talk about something that I'm really excited for that comes out in 5 days on my birthday at that. So that's pretty cool. But I'm here today to talk about WandaVision. This is my preview for WandaVision and what I expect from it. For those of you that don't know, I'm a huge fan of the MCU. The last 10 years for the MCU has been amazing, from Iron Man 1 all the way to Endgame. It doesn't get better than that, man. They've put out some real bangers and really show how the superhero genre is gone. DC take notes, or just do better. DC, just do better. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about WandaVision, and the first thing I want to talk about is that something I really didn't expect. WandaVision is going to be rated PG. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda, well, not kinda. I'm really disappointed in that. The reason I'm disappointed in it is because when you look up PG, let me look into my notes here. When you look up PG, it says that it's intended for younger children in the company of an adult, possibly contains some suggestive dialogue, infrequent coarse language, and some sexual situations and moderate violence. See, it's it's not really clicking with me because, well, we shouldn't really be surprised. Marvel is run by Disney, and Disney does seem to center towards those. They want to send it towards that PG audience. They want parents and kids to kind of come together and watch these series. More money, more exposure, that kind of thing. And I guess that's fine. But my problem with it is, like, you want to expand the MCU with these TV shows, but by making it PG, you're already handicapping it. Because, like, you need real good action, you need strong violence, you need all these things to make the show really that nail biter that gets people to come back to the MCU. Because a lot of people were done after Endgame. They didn't really think, they thought Marvel reached its peak and that it will never get there again. That may be true, that may not, but if you really want to get them to come in, you shouldn't have made WandaVision PG. um because you really need that action, you really need that language, you need all these elements to come together to make this good show. And by making it PG, you're already kind of handicapping it a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that they can't get it done, because Marvel does have good credit, for those of you who don't know, but it's not looking good so far. The next thing I want to talk about is what I expect from the characters. Last we saw Wanda and Vision. Vision in Infinity War was killed by Wanda, so Thanos could not get the Mind Stone. But he said, "Bring that thing back," and Vision had to die twice. Second time, he got the stone taken out of his head and thrown to the ground like a lifeless corpse. That's cold, man. And Wanda had to just watch all of that. And that ties into Endgame when everybody was brought back. She stood toe to toe with him and said, "You took everything from me." He said, "I don't know who you are," and then she proceeded to give him that work. He had to get out of that situation bad when he told him to rain down fire. It wasn't looking good for him. She could have killed that man very easily, it looks like. So what I expect from Wanda and Vision, I honestly just want Vision to be. Could you give me that Vision that we got in Age of Ultron? But since then, he hasn't really looked that strong. I want us to show what exactly he can do. I want them to show what Wanda can do. But I'm not gonna lie, with the PG rating, I doubt we're really gonna see that much from Wanda, because, like, her power is chaotic in nature, and how can you really explore that chaotic nature with a PG rating? I'm interested to see how they're gonna so do so much with so little that they're being handicapped with this PG rating. But I have faith in them. Other characters that but yeah, Wanda and Vision. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna be able to do. How Vision is gonna come back. Is she just gonna be a figment of his imagination, or does she really revive him with her power? So that's gonna be interesting to see. Agatha Harkness, I really don't know much about her from the trailers we've seen. She seems like a more subtle villain. Like she's there in the background, but she has an important role to play. So I'm interested to see her. Another person I'm interested to see is I know most people probably won't, but Darcy, the character Darcy, she was in Thor Dark World. It wasn't a good movie, but I love the moments that she was in. I love Kat Dennings. She's smart, she's funny, she's beautiful. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what she. It's interesting to see her in this show. It's really random. Another person that's in it is I can't remember his name, but he's from Ant-Man and the Wasp, the agent guy that was trying to keep Scott Lang in check. I find it funny that he couldn't keep he couldn't keep Scott Lang in check, and he's supposed to do something with Wanda. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. If you have him as part of a higher up in Sword, this isn't gonna end well. He's not gonna get the job done. Um, with this PG rating, I doubt we're gonna see Mephisto. That's more on the dark end of the spectrum. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Doctor Strange is supposed to make an appearance, possibly at the end of WandaVision to tie into the multiverse of madness. So we'll see how all of that ties together. What do we have next? What I really expect for the series, I'm not expect my hype is from a scale of 1 to 10. I'm like at a 7. What I really expect from the series, just be better than Iron Fist. That's all I ask. I don't think that's hard at all. Iron Fist had the benefit of not being rated PG, or at least that's what I remember. And it flopped. Characters weren't strong in their convictions. They weren't really there. As characters, I'm talking about the heroes, the main heroes of the series. Like Danny Rand was just not there for me. He just seemed like he really didn't seem too heroic to me. And then in season 2, when he got his powers taken and someone else took up the mantle of Iron Fist, like no, just no. But I think WandaVision is gonna do better than Iron Fist. I think it's gonna shock a lot of people. I really hope it does. Marvel has good credit. I'm putting a lot of faith in them right now. Please don't let me down. And but yeah, tying into that, I'm still very excited for WandaVision. Despite it being rated PG, I still expect some good things from it. 9 episodes. I believe it's 9 1-hour episodes. It's gonna be put out on a weekly basis. They have 9 episodes to impress. What Not a lot of people get second chances. For me, they have 9 chances to impress me with this TV series and see how all of this is gonna tie in together, how it's gonna expand the universe. Another thing that I want to talk about is what I really enjoyed was I don't know if anybody's seen it on Disney Plus, but right now they have Marvel Legends. It kind of the way I describe it is they have these short all these clips from these characters that we've already seen, and they kind of put an emphasis on them. I think this is a smart move. You put emphasis on these characters that they have a more smaller role as far as the MCU prior, but now that you have um Iron Man's not there anymore, Captain America's not there anymore, Black Panther's not there anymore. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. But you have all these characters that had these minor roles, and they're the next up. They have to take up the mantle per se. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen moving forward. I'm excited. I hope it reaches a new plateau, that it does better than Endgame. They take what they did from Infinity War and Endgame. They take all the criticism and stuff and kind of mold that all together to create something that's even better than what they did before. That the next 10 years is not like the previous 10 years, but it's even better. That's It's a tall task to answer, but I think Marvel can rise to the challenge. Like I said, they have good credit, and I'm gonna go with the people with the good credit. Um, but yeah, what Marvel Legends did, they put all these clips together from the MCU for when Wanda and Vision for episodes 1 and 2. You kind of get an introspective on what they've done and what they're gonna do moving forward. It seems to me from this and from the trailers, Wanda, she gets her powers from loss. Every time something is taken away from her, she gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So I think they're gonna explore that a little bit. Vision, I was kind of reminded about how strong Vision was in Age of Ultron when he picked up the hammer and it said he was worthy, but we really haven't seen anything from Vision. He can become intangible. He can shoot laser beams from his forehead, but he can fly. But he really hasn't fought anybody. Like he wasn't there to fight Thanos. We haven't really seen what he can act. The only time we've seen him fight somebody, a full length fight, is when he went up against Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight with Wanda, and Corvus gave him that work with that staff. Vision couldn't do anything. He even got his laser beams deflected back at him. That was nothing that Vision could really do. But with it being rated PG, we're not gonna see that much violence and action. I don't know. I don't know what they're really gonna be able to do. But and then the whole sitcom aspect of it. I love sitcoms, but don't do that for 9 episodes straight. 2 to 3 episodes at max with that sitcom type stuff, and then you bring on the action. But what I'm interested in is if this is rated PG, are all of the Marvel series gonna be PG moving forward? And if so, why does it seem like Falcon and the Winter Soldier is more like a Marvel movie than WandaVision is? Why can't WandaVision have the same epicness that Falcon and the Winter Soldier looks like it's gonna have? Like, I'm not understanding that. I'll be interested to see if they come out and say that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is also PG. If that's like TV 14, mind blown. Why couldn't you do that with WandaVision? Um, but I'm hyped for all the series and seeing what they do moving forward. And but yeah, Marvel has they have 9 shots to impress me with these episodes for WandaVision, and we'll see what they do moving forward. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and y'all have a good one.